Alrighty, folks, welcome to Little Squid League 46. I'm Robert here with Lila, and we are going to be opening up with round one of the group stage. And we're going to be seeing the Chill team versus the Night Logic. Lila, what do you think about this Little Squid League? What do you think about this first set we got on stream?
Honestly, Tower Control on Manta Maria is probably one of my favorite maps, but it's likely just because I'm a blaster. So I think that if there's any bullies or short-range folks on any team, they'll likely want to dive for either of the bunkers. How about you?
Well, personally, I think this is going to be a really interesting match in terms of the actual matchup. The Night Logic is a frequent LSL team, and the pickup here of the Chill crew is a mix of a couple different teams. We got two players from X Name, which is another pretty strong team that is showing up in LSL 46. So I think personally it should be a very interesting matchup. And like you said, the short range weapons are going to really favor Manta Tower here. Hopefully we can see some blasters or some sloshers, going heavy aggro, and yeah, we're gonna jump right into this here.
Awesome. I'm expecting to see a pencil here. Just check through some of the profiles. Oh, there's a head it, and I believe it might be this team. No, ballpoint. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they both got Splatlings on their own sides. Unfortunately, no. Oh, there is a blaster on the side of the Night Logic, so we should be seeing some interesting aggro plays here. As long as they've got their paint up.
It's like Night Logic is looking on their far right side here. Oh, that's
they are indeed, and right now the shot is trying to hold their bunker down. Fortunately, not able, even with the cooler out. Not quite enough to stall, unfortunately, as the Night Logic continues to get checkpoint here. Ready to, honestly, with Inkjet too, ready to really, hopefully maybe get to checkpoint too.
Excited to see what the Stamper can do. Looks like they're popping Zip, and they managed to get one kill. Oh, but they were taken out. It looks like it's half down on Night Logic's team.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crucial right now for them to kind of hold mid, so that way their teammates can, jump in quickly and avoid, falling back here. Unfortunately, they do already go down another player, really just one in mid holding it while everybody else rejoins. This may be the opportunity for the Chill crew here to get a push going as they have Tri-Strikes and Zuka. Fortunately, no kills or picks, but they do have coolers, so they can be a little more forward as they try to approach this Flatling on their bunker. Unfortunately, unable to. And now down by one player. They're not in the best position to...
I got two players on Chill's team. And there's a wipe! We're gonna see Night Logic pushing forward on left side. I also assume that this Stamper is going to be a pretty big problem here as they try to take over.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Stamper is going to be, not only providing a lot of just general pressure, it's going to be very difficult for the Blaster and the Shot to work around.
Night Logic is causing Chill team to stagger here. I think they might actually go for the KO. They're fairly close to only 20 ticks left, and looks like they're going to be pushing through third checkpoint. This might be it. Oh.
It might, but unfortunately one of their players goes down right when they need it, but they take two off. It is just, just the Slosher left, and the Night Logic are able to close out that game one. Incredible.
Yeah, after multiple wipes there, it kind of seemed like Night Logic had Chill's team staggering quite a bit, which allowed them to take over. Next we have Splat Zone's Hagglefish. I honestly think that if they go with ballpoint again, it might be a little bit crazy with all of the fizzy bombs possible.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, ballpoint would be pretty nice there just for that, the potential fizzy spam. It'd be really interesting to see how they kind of approach that, because it's easy also to get kind of locked out, and as we saw, the Night Logic was able to pretty much hold very well when it came to, you know, holding ground and moving further into, you know, their side. So I'm curious how the Chill team is going to try and potentially avoid a lockout here.
I could see a flank on either left or right side while someone else pushes through middle. I think that would be likely the best way for Chill to be able to overtake the Night Logic, although it does seem like the Night Logic is very coordinated with their pushes, and even when they go down, they tend to hang back a little bit and wait for everyone to be back up.
Yeah, agreed. And now we approach the scoreboard here. Quite interesting. It definitely was the Blaster that was putting in some work on the side of the Night Logic.
Absolutely. There were a ton of Zukas from Night Logic's shot there as well.
Yeah, it was very, very good overall. I definitely see.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that I think the Night Logic has really good paint as well with the, you know, with the inclusion of the juniors. So I think they really will. They'll have some good painting advantage going into this next match. But I'm curious, what were you about to share?
I found it interesting that the Custom Blaster, you know, chose their specific kit, considering that they could have also had a bubble instead, and they could have put the Junior on Zap. The Night Logic had no coolers at all, and yet they were able to keep themselves from staggering and play patiently, and I did see a lot of special coordination from them, so I'm excited to see what they can do here as well.
Absolutely, you're right. I didn't even consider that they could have gone bubble there and then had like a bit more aggro opportunities with the Zap. Definitely was a choice because we don't really see Splashdown too much, at least compared to the other specials available. So really I'm interested to see.
Power control. Sorry.
No, yeah, you're right. We really don't on tower control, or at least. I mean, I guess maybe they wanted the extra paint because the Blaster. No, because the Zap would have done enough too.
I think that Custom Blaster, having Splashdown for a Blaster is a really good get-off-me option. And since I'm a Blaster main, I really only like to use it for Splat zones, just because it's also another way for me to cap zone if I'm by myself. But it was definitely interesting that they opted for the Junior and Custom Blaster combo there.
Yeah, I'm honestly quite surprised. But I guess it worked out for them at the end of the day. You're right though, it definitely is like a decent panic special for a Blaster. And it also gives them a little bit of paint too, so if they do survive the landing, they do have a way to either retreat or kind of move up a little bit for a potential trade. So I can see how they made it work, honestly.
Absolutely. I am excited to see what they pull out here, because after looking through their profiles, each player has around 2 to 3 weapons, so we might see an entirely different comp than the last one we watched.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I can definitely see both these teams bringing out something very, very different, right, into this next match. Because I don't expect to see that Blaster come in again, personally. I'm sure that they'll have some better options for zones here. But yeah, we can definitely. I agree with you. There should be a lot of variety between these two teams.
No, I agree with you. I could see Custom Blaster here again because, again, that triple splashdown is a really great coverage option. But it also looks like that same player plays Shot and Wiper, so we're about to find out.
Oh, Wiper would be really good on here.
Ooh, I'd be excited. Okay. Looks like there's a decav in play and a pencil. Oh, wow. Triple shooter.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of painting pressure. Yeah, the Chill crew is gonna have to really stay on top of their zone as they get in here. Especially after that nerf with the pencil spread.
Looks Nice.
I already got Cooler on the ready, but the Night Logic, are, you know, with strikes, with a cap of their own. Zone is flipping between the two teams.
Looks like Heavy took out Slosher on their right side. Hopefully they'll be able to cap here and get some points back. Cooler's out. Hopefully they can push through these strikes and continue capping Zone. Ooh, okay.
Unfortunately not. I mean, it's definitely a brawl right now. The Decapitator really tried to kind of run in, but that didn't really work out for them. The Night Logic are trying to cap the Zone back, but there's Tri-Strikes already out, trying to stop that from happening. Trades going on.
Two went down on both side, and looks like there's more strikes that will be in place shortly. We aren't seeing too many movements towards either left or right side. It's a lot of push through the middle, so kind of hard to force your way through.
So yeah, there's no flanks going on right now. So I don't know, maybe some teams, maybe they're trying to use their specials as best as they can to just rush mid and recap Zone.
Sitting underneath the tent. I'm surprised they haven't gotten taken out yet. They're still there. Interesting.
Playing it stealthy.
Front lane had it. There's a Tuka. Can they grab someone? Unfortunately not, but that did push everyone back a bit here.
It did, and allowed their Tri-Strikes to recap the Zone so they can get a better lead going on. Fortunately, there is the counter Tri-Strike. Zone is right now in favor of the Chill crew. As they recap the Zone, seems that their Cooler was pretty far up. So I don't think the Chill crew is able to even utilize their Cooler as well.
Night Logic has two down. It looks like they're staggering a little bit. Even if they do manage to make it into mid, they still have quite a big penalty on their side.
They
that
do.
pencil room is... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, continue. But yeah, that pencil is applying some decent pressure there, but you know, even they can't match the heavy edit right now. Joker's really trying to hold the Zone. It keeps flipping back and forth between these two teams.
Right over on left side, I think they're going to manage to pincer it. Oh, they don't. Looks like that is the Slosher, and they managed to take someone out. There is a jump. Can they grab this next one too? Oh, very close. But they still are in a pretty advantageous spot. Being over on right side won't allow their Headit to easily stay over in mid. Now we're seeing those flanks that we were hoping for earlier.
Yeah, I mean, the Bucket was trying to do that. It was trying to make some kind of flanks. And it didn't really get an actual flank going. But, you know, as it is, the Night Logic reclaim the Zone, are holding it. They need to kind of position themselves a little bit more forward, so that way they can avoid them potentially flipping. If they can get a lockout in, this should be their game.
Looks like that pencil is top right. They're trying their best to get in, but I think they're waiting for their teammates to get some more specials. We do see Tri-Strikes go out. Will they pop bubble in mid? I'm assuming right there. Although it's going to be shredded very quickly here. They did manage to cap Zone, although.
That's true. I mean, it did work out. You know, Tri-Strikes and bubble, you know, perfect opportunity to kind of paint up the Zone. They now need to kind of hold it and get it all the way down to 17, which it's definitely possible if they can outpaint these strikes and avoid, you know, the onslaught of the triple shooter paint.
Zuka, they managed to dodge it, although they did end up giving up Zone and two of their members went down. Looks like the Night Logic is pushing forward this time with their Gal going all the way up and... Oh, they ended up getting taken out.
Unfortunate. And now it just leaves the three remaining players of the Night Logic to kind of hold out here. You know, the other side has two Tri-Strikes on the ready. They need to be very careful. That Zone will flip in their favor. But, you know, obviously the Night Logic can, you know, flip it immediately with that, you know, triple shooter that they got.
Ooh, looks like the Night Logic's backlaner went down, which means they are free to push forward. Let's see if this Slosher can get any kills here. They can grab over this wall, which is extremely helpful for them.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I see Headit go down. Oh,
Oh,
that was
an
very
unfortunate
close.
flip. It was. It was a very, very close, last 30 seconds there. They were really trying to hold out, but unfortunately I think it was really just, they just didn't have like enough paint. Because the moment, the Night Logic is up there, they're able to really clear that zone pretty fast.
Ooh, Rainmaker and Undertow Spillway is next. By far one of my favorite maps. I hope to see the Blaster player bring out maybe a CRB or a V-Blast. I think it'd be very helpful in this map against the Headed.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I think the Blaster could do a lot of work here. Be interesting to see what they kind of bring out to all of this.
I think any type of AoE, either Slosher, Blaster, even kind of Stamper in a way, would be very helpful on left side around the grates, since we all know that backliners like to camp up there. Anything that can reach a little bit farther than a shooter can really be helpful to cause any pencils or headeds to move backwards.
That's true. They really can, so camp out, so it's going to be very dependent on them to kind of avoid getting locked out like that. And now we're gonna jump into the leaderboard here. The 52 put in a lot of work on the side of the Night Logic, and that Slosher was trying their best for the Chill team.
There are so many tri-strikes I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, that was 15 on the side of Chill. Oh my gosh.
That was what, 26 overall?
It was. I didn't even catch the Splash getting on the Night Logic getting 11 on their own. That is insane.
That's amazing, honestly, to see all of those go off at once.
It was. I mean, when they threw the double tri-strikes to flip the zone, that was like a war zone.
That was a really good play. It managed to push everyone off of zone. I just think that it will be a little bit more advantageous for either team to send maybe one of the faster moving weapons to go for a flank while everyone else pushes on the other side. Forcing someone to look another direction and then causing a pincer can really be the thing that changes the tide if you're losing.
Absolutely. No, yeah, we need to see a little bit more of that, and hopefully, the teams can try and see what they can do here as much as they can. With kind of like any kind of diversion and then a pincer. That would have helped the Chill team a little bit. I think it's just, they tried. The Slosher did try to go for a right side flank. But I think it also just lacks the paint of its own to kind of move around. So had it been like what you said, another like a faster option, I think it could have worked. Because they definitely were trying to get that going.
Absolutely.
It was just a little too tough.
Oh yeah. I also think that a major problem for them was all of the strikes that were coming over from Night Logic. I saw everyone trying to push through mid. It's just that those tri-strikes really locked them out, so unfortunately they weren't able to follow up on the Slosher's movements on right side. Slosher did get quite a few good kills, although.
It did. No, the Slosher did a really good job on the side of Chill here. They popped off for their team, and I mean they got a good amount of tri-strikes out for their team as well. So it was overall
Hopefully
pretty
we get
good.
to see that again. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Okay,
and now we're jumping into
Decav again. Oh, back to ballpoint. Cooler list on the side of Night Logic.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah, they're going for something a little more aggro here.
I think Chill may get the pop here. Yep, they do end up getting the pop. There is a
now
lot
it's
of...
really dependent on.
Double kill? Double kill, okay. Night Logic knocks out 2 on Chill's team, and there's a third! They're gonna push forward, and can they get the Gal? No, Gal jumps out.
They couldn't get the that pick, but they did get a soft wipe here, essentially. Really good plays by that 52 there. Really pushing forward as they get a Zuka to get another pick. Really throwing the Chill team back. Now they're running that Rainmaker, seeing what they can do to get the maximum amount of points off of the amount of picks they're getting. Stopped by the Decavitator here. Really tough position for a Chill to be in.
Oh, there goes some more Tri-Strikes, and Night Logic picks it up again. They unfortunately don't make it through that bottleneck there. Looks like the shot took them out. And out goes the Zuka, grabbing one. Can they grab one more? Unfortunately not, but they did move everyone out of their left side.
Yes, now they've opened themselves up to kind of get out, not get kind of locked in there. They really need to reclaim mid to see what they can do in order to actually run that Rainmaker to first check.
That ballpoint is causing havoc in mid. Looks like that shot had to dodge a little bit farther away than they liked to get away from them. They're going to be pushing left side. They grabbed one here. Will they be able to make Ped? Very close, and they do!
Yes, they just weren't ready for that push on left, or maybe they weren't around for it yet. Now Chill's got, they got Cooler up, and they've got some paint on around this bottleneck here, able to get lead, and get a good lead as it is, to set themselves up to really force the Night Logic to go heavy in their next push.
Everyone managed to grab Cooler too, which means that going down isn't punishing for them. Looks like the Slosher is also trying to get another pick, but they do back off to save their life. Oh, nope, they're there again. Oh, they went out. My apologies.
Unfortunate on the Slosher there. Popping out the Zuka for any potential stray picks as they're out in the open. Fortunately, they get none here, but the Night Logic is already painting up potentially for a left push.
There goes another Zuka. Looks like Night Logic has two down, and they're staggering quite a bit. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if they'll make it through. Looks like Rainmaker is taken out here on their left side. Decav grabs another one. They also have Bubble at the ready, along with Strikes too. So we'll have to see where they go with this one.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty stacked right now for what they can do. If they're able to set up well, they should be able to... Oh, well, I was going to say they were going to be able to...
Oh, wow!
Oh,
can they get the last one?
Instead of Chill.
Yeah, that Inkjet really just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, always got to be careful for those Inkjets, you know.
Oh.
They're a real threat.
There goes the Fizzy, I think. Yep, looks like Chill got popped here. There is a lot of yellow paint in mid, even though one of their players goes down. Two go down, but that is protected over there by the bubble. Unfortunately, looks like that is going to reset here.
It is, yeah, and it's, you know, looking pretty good for the Night Logic in terms of potentially picking up the Rainmaker. They got an Inkjet out right now. Tri-Strikes as well. Chill really only has their Cooler to kind of allow them to heavy aggro. And they are, but not able to get the Rainmaker.
Oh, are they able to take lead here? Oh, they are not. Hopefully, as long as Chill locks down, it's possible that they could just stall here and take the win.
There is definitely a chance that they can stall. I mean, they're doing a good job holding him out right now, that right side.
That Headit really is doing the work. Oh, that was a desperate dive by the Gal. Unfortunately, they were not able to grab it. As long as Chill holds for the next 10 seconds and likely overtime, they might have this in the bag.
They might, though. The Night Logic is pushed up right now by the Rainmaker.
Oh, wow. That was a well-placed Zuka. Okay.
That's what we call a little bit of gambling.
That was a GG Zuka right there. I was expecting the Strikes to do that, but maybe the Strikes were just a decoy to make them comfortable. That was a great play from Cho here.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a really good, you know, last match. You know, that way they don't get a 3-0 and instead take a clean 2-1, help them out with their standing in the group.
Absolutely. I can imagine that Chill's attitude probably helped them keep their heads up, even though they ended up getting snowballed a little bit at the front. Even though that was the case, they were still able to take one game back, which goes towards their score regardless. So,
Absolutely. And we are gonna check the scoreboard here and then get ready for round 2.
oh wow.